want to get here because I'm pretty excited about what's about to go on. We've seen a ton of issues with the Chiefs. A ton of talking heads want to talk trash and just take it to them because they're not living up to expectations. Well, so far, the expectations are exactly where we needed them to be. I'm going to give you the update on Rashee Rice. I'm going to give you the update on where they stand, what's going to happen when Rashee Rice returns this week, next week, and how it's going to look as Chiefs get ready to get back to full strength. Rashee Rice is coming back tomorrow. Rashee Rice will be back on the field. You're going to see video from all the sports beat reporters of Rashee Rice on the field, catching little passes, doing little drills. It's going to be fabulous. Everybody's going to lose their freaking. Part of Rashee Rice's impact has already been felt because he's been in the room. And I think the uptick that we've seen from the receivers the last couple of weeks has been part of having Rashee in the room with them, in the building, working with them. Knowing that you have your number one means that you're about to be able to take chances, to take risks, to take your game up a little bit, knowing that there's still someone that they can rely on. That's not how it's going to go because you got to ease in Rashee Rice. The last thing in the world that Andy Reid or anyone on this staff wants to do is put too much on Rashee, get a soft tissue injury, a hamstring, a hip adductor, anything that slows him down in his development and the group's development through this process. So here is what's going to happen. He's going to play this week against the Raiders, and he will look explosive on a few plays. 30-ish snaps for him is going to be fine, maybe plus or minus, and I'll update you on that. But then it's going to start to ramp up, and things are going to start to change because he's going to get fed a little bit. First, it was Tyquan Thornton, who's done a hell of a job in his role this season to this point. And then they got X back, and that gave you this surge deep that Hollywood could then come under and work the other routes. The things that we've told you about on this channel, and I've been harping on for years, is if you get the speed back, the threat deep is what changes it all. That's what makes defenses have to respect you. That's what gives you that space underneath between the hashes and underneath the 20 to down to like the 8, something like that, just behind the linebackers, well in front of the safeties, that kind of area once things get going. I think they tried to give it a rest because Tyquan Thornton and Xavier and Rashee Rice are going to be on the field together at some times next week. When you have 11 personnel and Tyquan's one of them with Xavier and Rashee, that's crazy. And that's going to scare the hell out of some defense coordinators and the D-backs themselves. But it's going to be Xavier and Rashee that are going to start to by week 12, 13, 14, in that range. It's going to be Rashee and Xavier as much as possible. Patrick did something for the first time in a while against the Lions. That was 8 guys caught passes, and that's what you're going to see more of. That's going to happen the more that they're back.